Hello. So I'm supposed to be working, but I can't see my computer because I got another eyeball migraine. So I'm going to make a video instead and hope I can see what I'm doing enough for that. So I got a package. I'm on a no buy, but what this is, look at the cute paper that was wrapped on the inside. There's a website over here in the UK. It's called pensharing.com. And on that, you can get ink samples, but the main, idea behind it is that you can borrow a pen. You pay a certain amount of money, whatever the owner of the pen decides it is worth, and you rent it for, whatever that is per week. So I decided, because I keep seeing all these Esterbrook's, and I want to try the Esterbrook journaler nib. Because it's like, do I need the Esterbrook pen? I've got two pens that take Joe number 6 nibs, so no, probably don't need the whole pen, but should I go ahead and get the journaler nib? And I've sold some pens, and I socked away the money, and I still can't make a decision. So I saw that there was an Esterbrook on the pen sharing site with the journaler nib. I like that snap though. That's cool. So I thought I would try it, and I would try it with the same ink as in my Franklin Christoph with the medium sig nib. Now, I'm into nibs, but I don't know much about nibs, so they can be totally different animals. But I like the way that this nib makes my handwriting look. And I thought, maybe I'd like the way that this nib makes my handwriting look even more, or just as much. Anyways, I wanted to know, so I borrowed this Estie sea glass with the journaler nib. I also got a sample of petrichor because I really liked that ink, and I wanted more without buying a bottle, because I'm not buying any bottles, not for a while. That is my hope. So let me see what inks I have inked up right now and what I am missing. All right, so that is not correct. I have written some of those dry since then. Where are we? This is my scrap piece of Hobonichi book from one of the ones I cut down to stick in my my ink rings journal. Okay, so these are the inks that I have inked up. Now I've got, I wanted to use a Pilot or a Diamond because those are just super reliable. They're always wet. I could rule out the ink. So I was thinking maybe either Red Dragon or, let's see. I get this out. These are all the ones that I've swatched and I haven't held up to the camera yet. So I've got a video kind of going. So Autumn Oak, Chocolate Brown I've got in a pen. No shimmers. Not going to deal with shimmers. Not in somebody else's pen. Got Deep Dark Red. No shimmers, I said. Merlot, I've already got purples going. So there's Monaco Red. That is, I think Monaco Red is somewhere between these two. It's a bit too close to this one, maybe, to the Le Bon Aphrodite in a way. Oxblood I could do. I think Poppy Red's going to be too much. Red Dragon. Everybody's always going on about Red Dragon. It would go with my current palette. And I'm just going to put a little bit in both these pins. Yeah, okay. I think. Yeah. All right, Red Dragon. Red Dragon wins. Now I go find Red Dragon. I'm not going to pause you. I will just cut this out. So I stole my son's chaired robe, and it kind of makes farty noises because I thought this was going to be better than the super noisy metal chair and more comfortable. But I don't know. Maybe I need to WD-40 it or something. But it's pretty embarrassing. Okay. There's already ink in here. What is the ink already in here? I didn't know there was ink in here. It posts. Wow, it's really light posted. How is it without posting? I think it's fine. I kind of think I like it posted better, but let's try. This might have petrichor in it. So that means I should put petrichor or that. Is this petrichor? Let me see. Things are going great over here. Poke. Is this? Yes, it is. Okay. Bit close to the Celadon cat kind of family of things I've already got going on, but we'll just do it anyways because we're just going to ink it up with a little bit. Why did I close the lid? Absolutely nothing came in there. There. That will be enough. Thank you very much. I don't know where my cloth went. All right. It is writing. All right, let's go to a new page. So, test. This one is scratchier. Or sounds scratchier. It doesn't feel scratchier. Franklin Christoph. What's it called? Oh, medium sig nib. Since I pretty much always write in caps, we'll just do that as well. I have to say, that is fun. That is really fun. I mean, it just, so the journaler nib, I think you all just might be in love with the capping. It is one that, so the journaler nib doesn't have as much of a difference. Actually, let me do all those line things like you all do. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's a difference. I think. Can't really see anything today, but there is a bit of a difference. I still can't get used to this one just pulling the thing off. All right, so the difference in the lines is a bit more extreme on the medium sig nib, but it is there on the journaler nib. All right, well, I think all my journal entries for the next week or so are just going to be very exciting this color. That's because maybe I'll write a letter or so with it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing for this week. I'm testing the Esterbrook Estie in Sea Glass. I like the weight of this. I can see what everybody's kind of digging about this pen. It's nice. It is nice. And that, boing, that's really satisfying. But yeah, I don't usually go for this kind of chipped, resiny kind of look, but I like the heft of it. And this is pretty. It's pretty. There's like a little bit of kind of that chatoyancy in it. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to like this as much as I like this. I think, you know, if I did get one, I think I'd probably get the tortoise. That's the one I'm the most attracted to. But yeah, nothing's going to happen for a long while. Thank you, Hollywood Strikes. I mean, thank you, Hollywood executives. You're messing with my world. All right. Yeah, so that's it. I'm just going to write with these two for the next week or so and see if there's enough of a difference to justify purchasing, at the very least, the journaler nib on its own. Maybe a pen later. It does just kind of feel a little bit just like a medium nib. So I'll have to see. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Hello. I apologize if my phone starts making noises. For some reason, I'm getting notified of the weather from like 7 apps, it seems. I have this box on my desk because I ended up tearing the retina after all, and I had emergency surgery yesterday, and I'm only allowed to look straight ahead. I can't look down, so this is in my peripheral. So I could finish this video and send this pin back. This is the Esterbrook Estie that I was trialing. I like it. It's really nice. It didn't kind of like completely wow me. Like at first I was like, this just feels like a medium nib in a way. I've got petrichor in it, and this is Celadon Cat. Hopefully you can see the difference in the ink. But as I used it, I really kind of started to dig this journaler nib. The pen itself, I'm trying to teach myself how to write like a regular person instead of writing like this, like I usually do. I'm trying to write from below, and that seemed to have me gripping this. So I don't know if when I get to the point that I am comfortable constantly writing like that, I wouldn't grip that, and I'd kind of grip it a little bit lower. I don't know where everybody grips this, but anyways, that wouldn't bother me. So I might try the pen at another date in the future. But I think what I will end up doing, because now I do want the nib, it is on the wish list. I would just get, sorry, I can only see out of one eye. I would just get the nib, and then I'd use it on with this pin probably, because it's a Jovo nib. Jovo. God, I can't even remember how to do this. And then I've got the Franklin Christoph that takes a number 6, one of those nibs as well. So I've got 2 pins that use these kinds of nibs. I don't necessarily need another pin. And with the journaler nib and this pin, it's like $255 American dollars. So that's a bit much for me right now. So yeah, I think if I sell some pins, I will then buy the nib, and then maybe later on down the line, once I'm used to writing in my new way, I will maybe get one of these pins. I do like this color. Like, I thought I didn't like this kind of chipped resin look, but I do really like this. I think I'd probably like the petrified forest color. I haven't seen that in person. Though, I don't know, the tortoise has my heart a little as far as the Estes. I really like how kind of retro this whole thing feels. There's something about that I find really appealing. But I won't be getting one. Not right now. Maybe later. So maybe later I'll borrow another one. Make a decision then for good. But I do want the nib. I do like the nib. You could see that I kind of got used to it a little bit more. And it kind of looks like a really subtle stub nib the way I write. So I wrote a letter and I wrote this many pages, and then, yeah, my eye just went to... So I'm not able to journal right now because I'm not able to look down. My husband's trying to figure out a way to make me like a... kind of like a... what are those things called? Some sort of easel situation that I could put my journal on, clip it to, and... yeah. So maybe I'll be able to journal then. But I have to look straight forward, not down, not up, for another 7 days. And, yeah. And I probably won't be able to see out of that eye for up to 3 weeks at all. So, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I don't know how many videos I'm going to do. But, you know, I might get so bored that you get a lot of videos that don't require very much seeing. Okay, that's it. That was the Esterbrook. Thank you for watching. Bye.